Hey mom, today's ride around Chiang Mai made the economics of language feel far more concrete than something abstract or academic. Moving past street signs, billboards, menus, and storefronts, I kept noticing a pattern. The city wasn't just communicating information, it was communicating who mattered economically. The consistent presence of Thai, English, and Chinese showed that language in public space acts as an economic signal, a shorthand way for businesses to identify which groups reliably bring money into the ecosystem. Thai, of course, grounds everything locally. English functions as a universal bridge for tourists, expats, and even many locals who rely on it for work. Chinese points to the still significant flow of Chinese tourism and investment that has shaped Thailand for years. Even smaller touches like the occasional Arabic script near the mosque or Japanese text around tourism-heavy pockets reflect the same logic. Languages appear when the people who speak them generate enough spending to justify the additional cost of including them. What stood out today was realizing how deliberate these choices actually are. Every extra line of text, every additional character on a sign, and every translation represents a cost. Businesses aren't thinking about linguistic inclusivity, they're thinking about return on investment. English holds its position not because it's culturally central to Thailand, but because it maximizes commercial efficiency. It reaches the broadest set of wallets. You can feel that efficiency everywhere. An English translation on a restaurant menu, a billboard for condos using English headlines, or a cafe sign designed to appeal to digital nomads. The city uses English as a commercial lubricant, a tool that keeps transactions flowing smoothly between people who otherwise wouldn't share a language. That dynamic creates a hierarchy that doesn't necessarily match the social reality of who actually lives here. The absence of Tagalog was the clearest example. There are Filipino teachers in almost every school, including mine, and the Philippines provides a steady supply of English-speaking educators for the Thai education system. They're part of the city's daily life, part of its workforce, and part of its community. But they don't show up in the public text of the city, not because they're numerically insignificant, but because their presence doesn't directly drive tourism revenue or consumer spending at the scale needed to shift signage. It showed me that public language isn't a reflection of who is here. It's a reflection of who influences the cash flow. Certain communities become visible in the built environment only when they are visible in the balance sheet. Seeing this divide made me understand how communication power gets distributed. English becomes the default because it compresses the complexity of a multilingual environment into something businesses can use. It isn't chosen out of cultural respect or linguistic curiosity. It's chosen because it's the most economically reliable bet. That creates a public landscape where the languages that shape the look and feel of the city are not necessarily the ones used by the people who sustain it day to day, but the ones used by people who businesses believe will spend money. There's a subtle power in that. The languages that appear most often becomes the one that define what international, accessible, or trustworthy looks like, and that shapes how the city imagines itself, how it markets itself, and how it organizes the flow of people through its streets. Cities reveal their economic priorities through the languages they choose to amplify. In a place as diverse as Chiang Mai, the gap between who lives here and who businesses cater to becomes obvious once you start paying attention. I ate dinner at the market and that was it for my day. Okay, love you, bye.